Hello everyone, and welcome back to Home Decor Ideas. Today, we're turning this untouched side yard into a breathtaking side garden that's both beautiful and functional. So, let's get growing. Every space has potential, and this narrow strip is no exception. We envision a lush pathway lined with vibrant flowers, aromatic herbs, and maybe a cozy nook for that morning cup of coffee. Let's take a look at the plan. First things first, we need to clear out the old to make way for the new. We're removing weeds, debris, and any plants that won't fit our new design. It's all about starting with a clean slate. Healthy plants need healthy soil. We're enriching ours with organic compost for a nutrient boost. And right here, we'll lay landscape fabric to prevent weeds and keep maintenance low. Choosing the right plants is key. For our shaded area, we're going with ferns and asterbs. And for the sunnier spots, lavender and daylilies. Remember, folks, always choose plants that will thrive in your garden's conditions. Now, the transformation truly begins. We're spacing out our plants to give them room to grow. A tip for my fellow gardeners: water your plants as soon as they're in the ground to help them settle. A side garden isn't just about plants, it's about the journey. We're installing these charming stepping stones to guide the way and mulching for a polished look. And this bench? The perfect spot to enjoy our little paradise. And here it is, our side yard transformed. We've turned an overlooked space into a vibrant side garden that invites us to enjoy every step. Can you believe this is the same place? A side garden can be a delightful asset to any home, offering a sliver of nature that transforms the transitional space between the front and back of a house into a sanctuary of greenery. Often overlooked and underutilized, side gardens have the potential to be much more than just a pathway or an ignored strip of land. They can become vibrant spaces that complement your home's architecture and your personal lifestyle. Designing a side garden. The key to designing a side garden is to first assess the area's constraints and possibilities. Consider the following. 1. Space utilization. Maximize the limited space by using vertical planting, hanging baskets, or narrow beds along the fence line. 2. Light conditions. Choose plants that are suited to the microclimate created by the proximity of the house and any overshadowing fences or walls. 3. Pathways. Ensure the path through the side garden is both functional and attractive. 3. It can be made of stepping stones, pavers, or gravel and can be straight or winding, depending on the desired style. 4. Privacy. Use trellises with climbing plants, tall shrubs, or bamboo to create a sense of privacy and seclusion. 5. Maintenance. Plan for easy access to all areas for maintenance tasks and consider using mulch or ground covers to reduce weeding. Plant selection for side gardens. Choosing the right plants is critical for a side garden. Plants should be selected based on the available light, soil type, and desired color scheme. 1. Shade plants. For side gardens with limited sunlight, shade-loving plants like hostas, ferns, and hellebores will thrive. 2. Sun plants. In sunnier spots, consider drought-tolerant plants like lavender, sedum, or ornamental grasses. 3. Year-round interest. Include evergreen shrubs, plants with interesting bark or structure, and those that bloom at different times of the year for continued appeal. Special features. Side gardens can host a variety of features to enhance their beauty and functionality. 1. Seating areas. A bench or bistro set can turn a side garden into a peaceful retreat for morning coffee or evening relaxation. 2. Water features. A small fountain or water bowl can add a soothing element with the gentle sound of water. 3. Art and decor. Sculptures, decorative stepping stones, and seasonal decor can provide personal touches that reflect the gardener's personality. Eco-friendly practices. Incorporating sustainable gardening practices can make your side garden not only a place of beauty but also an eco-haven. 1. Native plants. These require less water and maintenance and provide habitat for local wildlife. 2. Rain gardens. If your side garden tends to collect rainwater, consider installing a rain garden to absorb runoff and protect waterways. 3. Composting. Allocate a discrete spot for a compost bin to recycle organic waste and enrich the soil. Designing a side garden requires careful consideration of space, purpose, and aesthetic. It's a unique opportunity to enhance the functionality and beauty of an often overlooked area in a landscape. Here are further details on how to approach the design of a side garden. Assessing the space. Begin by measuring the area to understand the space you're working with. Take note of how much light the area gets at different times of the day and throughout the seasons. Observe any existing vegetation and decide what can stay, what can be transplanted, and what should be removed. Defining the purpose. Decide on the primary function of your side garden. Do you want it as a visual feature, an herb or vegetable garden, a passage to the backyard, or a secluded retreat? The purpose will drive your design decisions, from plant choices to seating and accessories. Creating a plan. Draft a design plan that includes the location of paths, beds, focal points, and any structural elements like trellises or arbors. Consider the garden's view from different angles, both from inside the house and when entering from either end of the side yard. Choosing a style. Your side garden should complement the architectural style of your home and the design of your front and backyard. Whether you opt for a modern, minimalist approach, a rustic cottage garden, or a formal design, consistency is key to a cohesive look. Pathway design. The pathway is often the central feature of a side garden. It should be wide enough for comfortable passage and made from materials that match the style of the house and garden. Curved paths can add interest and a sense of discovery. Edging the path with bricks, stones, or plants can help define the space and prevent mulch or soil from spilling onto the walkway. Plant selection. Choose plants that will thrive in the conditions of your side garden. Use a mix of heights, textures, and colors for visual interest. Tall plants can be used to soften the lines of the house or fence, medium plants can fill in the mid-level, and ground covers can provide a lush carpet that reduces weed growth. Utilizing vertical space. In a narrow side garden, vertical space is invaluable. Climbing plants on trellises, wall-mounted planters, and tall, narrow plants can add greenery without taking up valuable ground space. This can also draw the eye upward, making the space feel larger. Adding features. A side garden can be more than just a walkway. Incorporate features like benches or a small seating area, bird baths, or a water feature. Artistic elements like sculptures, mirrors, or a statement piece like a unique planter can become focal points. Lighting. Good lighting will ensure that the side garden is inviting and safe to navigate at night. It can also highlight plants or features and create a magical atmosphere. Solar-powered lights are an eco-friendly option and easy to install. Privacy and boundaries. If privacy is a concern, consider planting a hedge or using a combination of fencing and climbing plants. This can create a secluded feel and also act as a windbreak or sound barrier. Accessibility and maintenance. Design your side garden for easy access for maintenance. Ensure there's enough space to move through with garden tools, and consider the mature size of plants to avoid overcrowding. Using mulch can help keep maintenance low by suppressing weeds and retaining soil moisture. Seasonal interest. Plan for year-round interest by choosing plants that offer different blooming times and incorporating evergreen plants for winter structure. Seasonal decorations can also be swapped out throughout the year to keep the space looking fresh. Sustainability. Incorporate sustainable practices like collecting rainwater, using native plants, and adding a compost area if space allows. These practices not only benefit the environment but can also make garden maintenance easier and more cost-effective. Climbing and trailing plants. To make the most of vertical space, use trellises, wall hangers, or fencing to support climbing plants. Clematis and climbing roses can provide a vertical burst of color, while trailing plants like ivy can soften the hard lines of fences and walls. Seasonal considerations. Choose plants that will provide interest throughout the year. 1. Spring, bulbs like tulips, daffodils, and alliums, flowering shrubs like forsythia and azaleas. 2. Summer, perennials like coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, and catmint, annuals like petunias and marigolds. 3. Autumn, ornamental grasses that peak in the fall, late-blooming asters, and shrubs with vibrant fall colors like burning bush or Japanese maple. 4. Winter, evergreens, plants with interesting bark like birch trees, and berry-producing shrubs like holly. Wildlife attraction. If you wish to attract wildlife, choose plants that provide nectar, seeds, or berries. For example, butterfly bushes and milkweed are great for butterflies, while berry-producing shrubs like viburnum or cotoneaster can feed birds during winter months. Non-plant elements. Remember to consider non-plant elements that can contribute to your garden's ecosystem. Ground covers like pebbles or wood chips can add texture and suppress weeds, and adding a layer of mulch helps retain soil moisture and improves overall soil health. Thank you for joining me on this gardening adventure. If you're inspired to start your own project, leave a comment below, we'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more, and share this video with your fellow garden enthusiasts.